1019 KACQ.
I'm Casey Chapman here with your local Lampasas area news. It was a quiet day yesterday for LPD. SROs were sent out to check out on a suspicious activity at the high school. An officer sent them out on a reported assault in the 1000 block of East 4th Street. A shots fired call came in from the 400 block of West 6th, and dispatchers sent them out to check on a couple of suspicious vehicles. One in the 100 block of East Omitis, the other in the 900 block of East 3rd late last night. There was no arrest made by the city. The burn ban remains in effect for Lampasas County. There's still no clear winner in the presidential race as of yet. The details and more Lampasas local area news is coming up next.
There's nothing like a Ford, and there's no better place to get yourself driving that new Ford, like Hoffbauer Ford in Lampasas. With many different vehicles to choose from, with the best prices in Central Texas, with the highest quality and friendliest service center that takes care of you and your car for years to come. Don't wait any longer. Check them out at 902 North Key Avenue in Lampasas, or go online to hford.com. See their inventory, value your trade-in, and take advantage of their local pickup and delivery. Or call Spencer McKnight at 512-556-3631. Get yourself driving your new ride today. There's nothing like a Ford.
Let's go, Let's go!
There is still no clear winner in the presidential race as of yet. A few battleground states have yet to be called. President Trump did take Texas, 53% of the vote, to Joe Biden's 46%. Biden is showing a lead in electoral votes so far, with 238 to Trump's 213. But with the number of states yet to call, it is still up in the air. It may take several days, if not weeks, to get the final results. U.S. Senator John Cornyn retains his Senate seat with 53% of votes to calls for Texas to come together after defeating Democratic challenger M.G. Heger. TSN's Chris Fox has more on the victory speech.
Senator Cornyn survived the toughest fight he's had for re-election. In 2014, he won by 27%. This one's closer to 10%.
I'm glad we had this fight. It's a fight for the soul of our nation and our state.
Cornyn also spoke of coming together in his next term.
We have accomplished a lot together, but we have more to do. And while we may be separated, we must also now be united. So together, we'll get down the road and we'll work hard to make sure our state continues to be the best place in the world.
After conceding to Cornyn, challenger M.J. Hagar released a statement saying she's confident that their work will move the state forward for years to come. In Austin, Chris Fox, TSN News.
Roger Williams goes back to the House of Representatives along with John Carter. In the district, Brad Buckley retains his seat in Texas House, defeating Kiki Williams, 53% of the votes. Here locally, 1,743 Lampasas County voters showed up at the polls yesterday to put the total numbers of voters up to 10,405 for this election season. Lampasas City Council elections results show Gordon Nelson with 1,527 votes, winning over Chuck Williamson's 966 votes. Bob Goodart takes the seat with his 1,306 votes over Zachary Taylor's 1,154, and Kathy Keenan ran unopposed. Norm Parker won 251 to 156 over Vance Rogers for place 1 on the Kipney City Council. Jared Jones unseated incumbent Betty Parker by 260 to 155. Place 5 incumbent Melba Vandeveer over Annalicia Cheney Campbell, 231 to 186. Kempner voters decided to add a city manager position for their municipality. The proposition passed 262 to 165. In Lomita, Stephen Brister Hicks took over Mayor Carlos Garcia's seat by 39 votes. Doug Brister was elected to the city council. In the Lomita ISD race, it was Amanda Tower over Tabitha Whitehead by a close 2 votes. For your COVID-19 update, as of yesterday, there were over 108,000 estimated active cases of the virus in Texas.
The fatality count in the state is just over 18,000. Around the region, Bell County jumped to 6,647 total cases. Coryell County up 9, putting them at 2,029, with 73 of those being active cases inside the Coppers Cove city limits. Burnett up 1 at 1,097. Mills added 1 at 79. San Saba also up 1 with 243, and Hamilton added 3 with 209 total cases. The number of total cases also includes those who have recovered. Here locally, the last report we received was on Monday. At that time, Lampasas County was showing 430 total cases, 23 of those being active. There were no hospitalizations at that time, and the number of fatalities stands at 11. And 396 county residents have recovered from the virus so far.
In sports, the now 7-0 Badgers wrap up district play this week, taking on the Fredericksburg Billies on Badger Field. General admission tickets have been sold out. You can tune into Lampasas Radio or go to lampasasradio.com to hear the play-by-play action live with Kenny Murray and Daryl Brooks. Pre-game show at 7, kickoff at 7:30. And tune in Friday morning at 7:45 for the Casa Coaches Show with Daryl Brooks and Badger head coach Troy Rogers for a preview of the upcoming game. If you need to get out and just cool off your jets this weekend, you can get into all the Texas state parks for free this Sunday. TSN's Kelly Wise reports.
It's in honor of Veterans Day. Daily entrance fees will be waived just for the day. Just remember, parks are operating at a limited capacity, so you might want to reserve a day pass in advance since some parks are expected to reach their capacity limit that day. Just go to tpwd.texas.gov. Kelly Weiss, TSN News.
Last Friday's 27th District Court found Keshawn Anton James Ratcliffe guilty of murder in the death of 24-year-old Kempner resident Vance Henry Helzer last September. Ratcliffe was sentenced to an 8-year prison term with credit for time served.
1019 KACQ.